or driving a vehicle. We also offer notary services for document certification, affidavits, oaths, power of attorney, etc. Some examples are workshops and information sessions adapted to individual needs of the clients. We also focus on active participation in the Francophone community. And in terms of inclusion, with the development of community connections, SAIF-SK explores community programming and cultural activities. It encourages volunteerism and involvement in the community or neighborhood in order to live new experiences and develop skills. Also, to create links and opportunities to facilitate access to employment. It is important to introduce parents and children to various youth programs and activities such as day camps, summer camps, and various sports teams. SAIF-SK, along with several community partners, offer thematic workshops, either in a group or individually, in various fields such as law, history, security, finance, health, computer science, roles of parents, etc. Some examples of what we do is community integration, French conversation circles, and we also look at awesome discoveries in Saskatchewan. Our pre-departure service is part of a federal and innovative project funded and supported by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, with the aim of harmonizing and streamlining the reception of French-speaking newcomers. The pre-departure service is offered in partnership with the Manitoba Francophone team, which is coordinating the project. We also have a long history of working with embassies abroad and have developed working relationships with several Canadian embassies and consulates. Over the past 15 years, our organization has participated in events such as Destination Canada and has led or participated in exploratory missions in France, Belgium, Morocco, Tunisia, Cameroon, Senegal, Mauritius, and Romania, contributing to the more than 1,500 Francophone newcomers who have settled in Saskatchewan over the past 5 years. The implementation of pre-departure services mean that these many contacts allow for better orientation before arrival for selected candidates and provide valuable comparative information to better understand the differences and similarities, whether related to family, culture, or climate, allowing for a judicious choice. Some examples are pre-arrival information, referrals and settlement assistance, French language services and information on Saskatchewan's Francophone communities, and a better understanding of how Canadian society works. So the Settlement in Schools program is basically some of the services we offer: the homework club, school system adaptation workshops, follow-ups with families, information sessions on extracurricular activities, and information sessions on parental involvement. And we offer services available in the following languages. French is the language that we serve our clients in, but we also have staff that speak English, Arab, Kirundi, and other languages. And just to conclude, diversity is one of our strengths, and together we support it. Merci, thank you for your participation, and is there any questions?
Thank you so much, Charles. It doesn't seem like we have any questions right now. I think you highlighted on all the items very well, so thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Can I just ask a quick question? Just wondering how we get in touch with SAIF if we have clients that are coming to our organization and need services in French. Are there offices in all the regions, and is it easy to find the contact information?
Yes, we have our main office is in Regina.
Okay.
And also we have one in Saskatoon, downtown. And that's basically for our clients, that'd be the easiest way to reach us. All the contact information is on our website, www.saif-sk.ca. It has contact information of our counselors and other stuff, email and a telephone.
Thank you.
That'd be the easiest way.
Just wanted to comment, please. Regarding the pre-departure information, I wasn't aware of that. So I think that's very important that we knew that as the RLIP, because we often receive emails from people preparing to come to Canada. And so we can, who are Francophone and or French speaking. And so it's important that we know that information. So thank you very much. That was a piece that I didn't know.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, I don't see any other hands up or any comments in the chat room. So we are a little bit ahead of time, which is good. So if we have any questions that come by later on throughout the day, we have lots of time today to be able to chat in a group, or if something comes up tomorrow that you want to bring forward, again, we have that 15-minute opener tomorrow so that so make sure you have your coffee first thing in the morning. I know I do, so that we have a nice conversation tomorrow about that piece. Okay, so thank you again, Charles, for that presentation, and thank you everyone for your questions. So next on the agenda item, we have Association des Parents Fransaskois, so Association for Parents for French. I believe I said it right. And we have Serge Raoul Wanzi and Abdallah Umalak here today that will touch base on that item. So whenever you're ready, just unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do, please. Okay. So let me just message them here in the chat room. So Association des Parents Fransaskoises. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure what's happening with that end. So just to move forward and avoid any delays, maybe we'll move forward to the next presenter here today. So while they're trying to get that all arranged, we'll move forward to the next presenter if that is all right. So we have, let's see, we have Collège Mathieu. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted, sorry. So we have Collège Mathieu here today. We have Monsieur Mamadi Camara that will let us know about what exactly they do. So if it's okay with you, Mamadi, may you please introduce yourself.
Thank you. It's okay, I can start now. My name is Mamadi Camara. I'm based in Saskatchewan. I work for Collège Mathieu and I'm provincial coordinator for language and click program. So I'm going to present what service we offer to our clients. So let me share my screen. Do you see the screen? Okay. So my presentation will be about what service Collège Mathieu offer to our newcomers. As you know, Collège Mathieu is educational services. Collège Mathieu is one of oldest organization, Francophone organization in Saskatchewan. Collège Mathieu was founded, were created 1918 October. So we have almost 100 years over. So now my presentation will, the outline is, as you see, I will introduce you the program CLIC, what we offer now. And we have also the credited program. And we have also continuing education. All those programs are designed for newcomer also. And about CLIC program. CLIC program is a new program. We started it last January in first like a pilot project with SAS Polytechnic. That started from January to March. And from April 1st, we had our own program, CLIC program. Our CLIC program is our CLIC program is to help Francophone and Francophile. Francophile is people who like to learn French and they want to know about Francophone community. They want to speak in French, so they want to learn French. So our program is designed to help them to learn French. And we have many subjects. Our subject is mainly related how to help newcomers to well integrated in Canada. So we talk them about the healthcare system, about housing, about employment, banking, legal and the politics system, so on. And who is eligible for our program, CLIC program? It's 18 years and older, mainly permanent residents, and you have to live in Saskatchewan, province Saskatchewan. Sometimes because we have a distance program, so by video conference. So some clients, they start here and they move to other province. They ask us if they can continue to be with us. So we don't want to have a conflict with another organization in other province. So we advise them to contact Francophone services in that province. So our program is only for people who live in Saskatchewan. To start the program, at the beginning, one of the requirements was to do placement tests, but it's not, it's very recommended just to know what is the level of the client in French, and we can adapt our teaching to the level of the client. So if the client is level 2, so we try to put him, we will put him in level 2. If it's 0 level in French, so we know that what we have to do to help him better. But if you succeed in test or not, you are always accepted in the program. For now, our program structure is from level 1 to level 4. So maybe by the time our founder will increase the level we can teach. But for now, we have level 1 to level 4. But how many levels we have now functioning now? We have a level 1, we have a level 2, level 3. We have almost two group of level 1, one group of level 2, and 2 group of level 3. So nowadays we had our target number of participants per year was 27, but now because the program attracts many clients, so we have already 27, and I have a waiting list for our which is about 15 clients or 17 clients. So we are talking with our founder to increase the number of the seats, so we can we can have more clients in the program. Generally, we have 6 hours per week of a course because many of our clients are working, they are immigrants, so they are working. So we have possibility to have full-time class, but because they work, so we have to adapt our program to their needs. So that's why we offer 6 hours of class, and it's 3 times per week. So 2 hours in the evening. And so that helps them to learn and to have at the same time to work and to be to work and to have to learn French. We have our session is 4 months. So we think is after 4 months they can complete 1 level, and that will give them more time to learn and to learn more and to have more time to learn and to learn many things in French. So generally our session, first session is April to July. The second is November to December, to November to, the first one is April to July. The second August to November. And the last one is December to March. But that doesn't mean that that program is we can. What I want to say is that program is flexible. For example, if we have already we started the program, the session on August. We have another session starting on August, yes, but now. Because we have a demand, if we can start new session anytime, just if we have a number of clients, but they will do 4 months of a class. So for example, we started another group on June 15, so they will do 4 months. So that means we can start a new session anytime, but they have to do, of course, 4 months of class. And the interesting thing is the fact that our client can at the same time learn French, attend French class, and they can also at the same time attend at a link class in English. Thus, our founder allow our client to attend both opportunity to learn to the 2 official languages at the same time. It's not that if you are in French class, you are not allowed to learn English. No, you can take the 2 programs at the same time if you have capability. It's a possibility. So that means that there is no competition with between click and link. So client can learn both languages at the same time. That there is no restriction in that time. That our founder tell us. So how we deliver the program? The program was designed at the first time to be in face-to-face, but because of COVID, COVID obliged us to have a remote possibility. So that's why now our program is mainly by video conference, because Collège Mathieu have all the equipment. Before COVID, all our program was, majority of our program was delivered by online. So we didn't have any problem to shift to face-to-face program to the online program. So now our program is delivered only mainly by video conference. But after COVID, we will have both possibility again. So if the client want to stay at home and learn, no problem. You can stay at home, you learn. If you want to come on our campus, you can come. So for the face-to-face program, we have 2 locations for that, Regina and Saskatchewan. But cross-province, you can attend by online program. So the registration is received during the year. So anytime client can register. As I said, if we have a number of clients, we can start anytime. Just requirement is to do 4 months of learning. So the contact person is myself. So anyone who wants to be registered, they contact me and I send them the registration form. They fill up, and from there we go. After 4 months, so we don't do final exam. It's an ongoing evaluation. So we can deliver the certificate to the client if they have at least 80% of attendance and they accomplish all the evaluation, and from there we can deliver the certificate as they know something in French. Besides the regular learning class, we have also conversation class. Conversation is designed to help a client to practice their French. So we start that generally from level 3, because we think that from level 1 and 2, they already learn some basic knowledge. They can start to practice their French. So that class starts, the conversation class starts from level 3, and we have 1 time of conversation class per week. So that was the 2 programs for specifically especially immigrant services. So click class and conversation class. But beside that, those 2 programs, Collège Mathieu also offer the credited program for francophone and anglophone who want to have some training, specific training in many areas. So we have, for example, welding, early childhood education. We have business administration, healthcare workers, licensed practical nurse, journalism, technique of journalism. So many of those programs are working now. Are working now. We have at least in credited program at least or around 200 and over students per year in those programs. The importance of those programs is when you are francophone, you don't need to go to wait long time to start studying. So you can study at the same time. You learn French, you learn English, and you can work. After your program, you can work in francophone environment, or you can work in anglophone environment, because you have already your certificate, and you learn at the same time English, and you will be able to work. You don't need to spend 2 years studying English and start a new program, and that means you take a lot of time. So if you learn, you are francophone, you do those critical program, and after that you can work, and at the same time you catch English by the practice, so you don't waste your time. And after that critical program, we have also continuing education program. In those programs, we have language for children and adults in evening class. For example, we have another program for language for the Saskatchewan government employees. They learn French with us. So we have that program. And we have also skill enhancement training program, like first aid, CVD food. And we have also various other specific training on request. For example, software, SAIF-SK, and social media, etc., etc. We have also in continuing education program, Canadian distance learning platform. That's a new program. So from that program, you can learn French also. You can learn basic mathematics skill. You can learn computer basic skill. that for targeted population like Francophone adult, mainly newcomers with certain skill below literacy level. So the objective is to enhance their skill, essential skill needed for employment and successful attachment to the labor force. So mainly this is what Collège Mathieu offers for our newcomers in Saskatchewan, to help them to well integrated and to help them to be a real citizen in Canada, in Saskatchewan. So for information and contacts, it's myself, but for all the program, you can contact anyone in Collège Mathieu. So that's it. I'm here for question. Thank you.
So much, Mamadi. So again, everyone, so the contact information that he had on his PowerPoint is also on the agenda. So if you would like to contact this gentleman, that's how you may do so. And again, if you have some questions maybe later on, we're open to conversation. We're doing very good on time right now, so we do have a little bit of room. And I did notice there's a comment here, so I'm just going to read it out loud. It says to everyone, so I think I'm safe to read it out loud. So at the NIC, we get adults coming in asking about learning French, but often from the point that someone told them Canada is bilingual and they should learn French. Okay, so would the CLIC program be for anyone really who wants to learn French, or just with a tie to Francophone background? So is it available to everyone, or is it limited?
CLIC program?
Yeah, so would CLIC program be available for everyone, or is it just limited?
No, there is no limitation. The limitation is just to be resident permanent. If it's for immigrants, if you are immigrant, you are newcomer, you are PR, you are welcome. We have a lot of Chinese in the program. We have a lot of Bangladesh and Asia and Europe. Anyone who wants to learn French, the only condition is to be PR, permanent resident. And as I said, they can learn at the same time English and French. No limitation.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So it's not just people with French background, it's open up to everyone. I love that.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let me double check my chat room. Okay. All right. Does anyone have any other questions for Monsieur Mamadi? Okay.
Hi, Mamadi. I just have a question about the French assessment. Where do you do the French assessment? Is it at Collège Mathieu?
No, the assessment. But if you contact us, we can give you the reference for the test, the assessment. Is that it is by the assessment is doing by an organization based in Manitoba, but they have a partnership with an organization here in Saskatchewan and Regina. So if you contact us, contact me, I will refer them. Generally, when the client contact me, they do a registration form. At the same time, I inform them that they need to do a test. So I give them the information and they go there. So that's cross province. But nowadays, they don't do assessment because of COVID. So I receive client now. We start program, but by after COVID, so they will do the test. But it's still requirement, government requirement, just to know who is in the program. So, but not big deal.
Okay, great, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Wakar. Yes, Irina.
Yeah, hi, bonjour à tous. Hi, my name is Irina. I'm Ukrainian international grad student here in Saskatoon. Yeah, but in Ukraine, I used to be a tutor for both English and French. So I'm like, definitely the CLIC program sounds amazing, but I understand that there are no chances that somebody with study permit would be able to take any levels of your program.
Any level?
Like, I mean, yeah, you did say it's only for permanent residents, right?
Yes.
So somebody with a study permit, just no.
No, because it's a
Yeah,
RCC program.
Yeah.
Yes, but we have also, as I said, we have program, French learn program for immigrant, that's free, cost free. But we have also another program with costs for adults and children and kids, evening class. So that with costs, but that's available also. So yes.
Yeah,
But for
me
the free program, we need it to be PR. That's a requirement. That's not us. Our founder tell us it's for resident permanent, so we can do nothing for that. Sorry for that.
Oh, no worries. Thank you. Yeah, for me, it's kind of now the main thing is just to not to lose my French, because here it's so easy to perdre français.
Okay.
Merci.
De rien, merci.
Thank you so much, Irina. I think, yeah, I think having, yeah, that's, I can't use my words today. Losing the French, I think that's a fear we all have sometimes in the French community. Well, me personally, I can't speak on behalf of everyone else, but luckily, oh, we have Frédéric here from Réseau Santé.
About losing French, I just wanted to mention, I don't know if the Francophone Federation is around the table today, but there's a different organization who are doing activities in French. So there's one in Saskatoon, Regina, and most of some of the small villages around the province. So I think this information is part of the map you showed us. There's probably some ways to find them. So I would consider to look at that if it's to maintain your French. There's opportunities, and now there's a lots of actually concerts, group discussion online. I just wanted to mention.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's an excellent point. And we do have a Conseil Culturel that will be here tomorrow that may touch base on that as well. So that's perfect. And yeah, I highly advise using that sector map, because I know sometimes when there's so much going on, we don't know where to start. It's a very excellent tool, and it is also available in English if you need that support. So thank you so much, Frédéric, for that comment. Thank you. All right, and so does anyone else have any comments or questions for Collège Mathieu? Okay, I'm just waiting for any hands. I'm looking in my chat room. Okay, so I'm just going to open the table back to Canadian Parents for French. So APF, let me just open it up here. So all right, so let's just see what's going on with them. Just give me one moment, please. Okay, so is anyone from APF here today? The Association des Parents Fransaskois?
From what I can see on the screen, I don't think there's anybody. I don't see any familiar name around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I did send an email, but you know what? Maybe there were some technical issues. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I guess what we will do is I will follow up with them and see what may have happened, and maybe see if they can present tomorrow, because I know some of you are eager to have more information on that. Okay, so we're just going to put a quick hold on that. Now I'm going to open up to La Cité. Is the La Cité Francophone here today?
Yes, I'm here today.
Perfect. I'm glad you were able to join us. So I know we're quite ahead of schedule. Would you be ready to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, yes, yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Reitva Gahimbare, and I am the academic advisor at the La Cité Francophone. So I'm very happy today to be able to talk about the services and the programs that we offer to the public and to the students of the University of Regina. And I will be using a PowerPoint presentation. I do not know if I can share it now. Can I, Deborah?
Yes, I did. Multiple participants can share. So in the bottom of the screen, it says share screen. So you should be able to click that and then select which screen you would like to share.
Are you all able to see my screen?
I see. Yeah, it says double click to enter full screen mode.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah, I see it.
Great. Great. So La Cité Francophone, as some of you may know, we offer programs, academic programs to students. We are one of the branches of the University of Regina. So in partnership with the Faculty of Education, the Faculty of Nursing, and the Saskatchewan Polytechnic, but also the Faculty of Graduate Studies, we offer a variety of credit and non-credit programs. With respect to credit programs, we offer undergraduate programs and graduate programs. As you may see, we have a long list of programs listed here. I will explain each one of them further. But we also offer non-credit continuing education programs. So this is a wide range of programs for French learners at different levels. We have professionals, students who want to improve their language skills, but also people who need to do language assessment for immigration purpose. So for the spoken and written French learning programs, these programs are offered for students or professionals at all levels of French, from beginners to advanced, because you know to learn French is a great asset in the country because of the main official languages. It's one of the main official language. But also we offer professional development programs for professionals, for adults mainly who wish to expand their skills, for professional project requirements. And also we have community and personal development programs for Francophone adults who wish to expand their knowledge and put it into practice in their day-to-day and community life. So this was before COVID. We used to organize different events at the La Cité Francophone. And also we have some clubs, Franco clubs, so that community members have the opportunity to practice their French and also to learn more skills, language skills by engaging with other community members. As I told you, we have a language test center, and this is one of the first language test center that was approved here in Saskatchewan. We offer language assessment, and the ones that we offer are two major tests, which is called the test d'évaluation de français. This test is a French assessment examination organized by the French Language Center of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Paris, Île-de-France. And La Cité offers 3 versions of that test. We also offer another test called the Test de Français International. And for this test, people evaluate the French level, and it's a kind of a multiple choice test that assesses the candidate ability to understand, speak, read, and write French. This is also for immigration purpose or for professional purpose. I will go to the next slide. So the main program that we have, which is the BA French and Francophone Intercultural Studies, includes different programs. Students can earn a certificate, a degree, a master, or a PhD. So the baccalaureate in French focuses on study of the French language, which includes pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, reading and writing, but also French language structure and linguistic theories. The BA focuses mostly on study of the French language and Francophone cultures around the world. As you may know, a French degree opens up many doors in Canada, but also internationally, both on the personal and professional levels. It allows students to develop their skills, knowledge, careers in many fields, and a wide range of jobs. And we have a program that will start very soon next spring that will be offered in partnership with the University of Ottawa. So this will be, a student will be able to earn a BA and a Juris Doctor in only 6 years. So at the completion of 3 years here of French language, they will be to continue with the studying at the University of Ottawa and earn a Juris Doctor. The other program that we have is a certificate in French as a second language. So this is most geared to students who want to learn the language skills. So they have a very basic French language skills and they need to improve the language skills. So it's a 30 credit full-time program that allows students to achieve an advanced intermediate level of French, both spoken and written. Another program that we have is the nursing program. So La Cité offers, in partnership with the Faculty of Nursing at the University of Regina and SAIF-SK, we offer a nursing program. This is a unique program in Saskatchewan in the sense that students take their courses half in French and half in English. They do the practicum in a bilingual environment, and also they are able to work in the language, like French language, but also in English. We also offer a baccalauréat en éducation française. This program is offered in partnership with the Faculty of Education. So it trains teachers who seek to pursue their career as teachers in the French immersion program, but also in core French schools. So the BAC prepares students to contribute to Saskatchewan knowledge, language and cultural diversity, and to spread the love of French. So as I touched upon earlier, we have also Student Services Center. We offer different services to students. Free tutoring sessions. Students can take up to 2.5 hours of tutoring session per week. But the tutoring sessions are also open to the public, but the public pay a small fee, but it's free for students. We also offer academic advising services. We also help students to choose for this scholarship and financial aid. And we also have program services for language tests. So for instance, students who finish this schooling at the high school, they often need to take language tests to know exactly the level of French. Then if they can choose French as an option for the language courses, or another, instead of taking Spanish or another course, they take French. And for most of them, they need first to do the language test to know exactly what are the level of French. And I would also like to talk about the travel opportunities. So this was mostly before COVID. Students had the opportunity to travel abroad, most specifically in France, because we had French immersion programs in Montpellier, in the south of France, but also students had the opportunity to participate to student exchange programs in Quebec or in other parts of Canada. So this was very good for them to be able to expand their culture, but also to learn from language, from French culture from other parts of the world. We also have a research center. So the research center conducts an innovative multidisciplinary research program that focuses primarily on the experience of the fransaskois community. So it's mostly based on Francophone minority communities, but it's also open to other Canadian and international Francophone communities. So most people wonder why studying in French. Well, as we all know, French is one of the official languages of Canada, but also it allows to open our views on the world, to be able to expand our experience, and also to be able to communicate with other cultures. Many countries, especially in Africa and Europe, we have some countries in Europe who that speak French, but also it allows to have more opportunities to work, study, and do business in those French-speaking countries and regions. So the Cité Francophone is really kind of a hub for students. It's a very small community. We are just a part of the University of Regina, but it's a very rich culture, very dynamic environment for students. When students are on campus, and I hope that will be soon be able to engage with the community, organizing activities and with students and the community members. It's a really a very rich culture, very dynamic environment. We have a housing just in the same building of La Cité. We have some housing for students, but also we have free resources, books, movies that are opened and available to students. Yeah, and if you have any question, you can ask me. This is my email address. Yeah. I'm very happy to be able to speak about the La Cité and the program that we offer. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Rigva. I know when I went to University of Regina, I used to go to La Rotonde, which was, it's pretty much a hangout place where the French can read books and mingle in French. And I absolutely, me personally, I can't speak on other people, but I loved it. And you do an amazing job. I love, they also used to do a 5 à 7. Do you still do that?
Yes, the last one that we did was before COVID.
Oh yeah, right. There's the COVID. So no meetings anytime soon. But yes, when COVID's done, and we'll see. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much, Rigva, for presenting. Does anyone have questions regarding La Cité, the services, university programs? Okay, I'm just looking at my chat room. I don't see any hands up. I'll just give it a couple seconds here. All right, so I don't, okay, so I don't know if les associations des parents fransaskois, so APF, so Association of Fransaskois Parents would be the translation. So I will correspond with them just to see what may have happened. Maybe it's been some technical issues. So hopefully we get that sorted out. And then tomorrow I will have them on the table. Again, I'll have to correspond with them and see what they say. We are really ahead of schedule here. So I tell you what, since we are really ahead of schedule, why don't we open this up to the table since we're doing excellent on time. So based on what you've seen here today, what are your thoughts? How do you feel? Do you feel like you've gained a little bit more knowledge and confidence in reaching out to the Francophone community? Everybody needs their coffee break. No brave souls here to speak out today.
Yeah, I would just, if I might, yeah, I would just like to say, yeah, that's for me, and I'm looking forward to all other sessions, but that might be for me in future, even places to look for my further education, etc. Because I'm not sure whether I'll pursue further degree level in my current program, but definitely my passion to languages, to learning and teaching them, that's something. So this session is super, super informative for me and useful. So thank you for doing that.
You're very welcome, and thank you for your feedback. And I know definitely tomorrow we'll have the Conseil Culturel, some more of the community-based networks tomorrow. So please stay tuned. And again, I'll see if we could get APF in tomorrow. So yeah. And Carol, did you want to say something?
Just wanted to say thank you very much, because myself representing the local immigration partnership, I feel as though it's always valuable to hear about the Francophone programs and services. And I think there's always opportunity for us as the Regina Lit to reach out to these organizations, or they reach out to us to promote what they have. And again, we always field questions, or often field questions about the French language and about programs and services available in this city. So really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And it's nice to hear that people are eager and want to learn more about this. So it's we really appreciate that feedback, because again, it's not just us and them, it's we want to get in together, we want to collaborate. So it's really excellent to hear that feedback. Sorry. Thank you so much. So with everyone else, do you feel like maybe this will help with that outreach, maybe referrals, at least with some of the services that you've seen here today? Or was my question a little bit strange the way I asked it?
No, I think it's good. Yeah, I also want to just thank everyone for you know, giving some more information about the different organizations and programs in French. Like working in the settlement sector, you know, we do get asked questions, you know, about the French language and services in French. And you know, I did have some idea about some of the organizations, but this is really neat, and I think, you know, sessions like this, maybe even monthly or quarterly, would really help, you know, in collaboration between all the sectors, I think. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And just so everyone is aware, I will try to organize these sessions every 3 months or so. We may have different teams on the table depending on who is available to present. So these will be ongoing information sessions for organizations. Okay. And then as we move along, we may transition to clients as well. But for now, this session is more so aimed to educate or to collaborate with the organization, the SPOs, so that we can get going and then slowly open up to the other audiences. So I know, Ricard, you mentioned that we do have clients asking questions about French. Now, I don't know about other settlement sectors, but what kind of questions are, I'm just curious to know, what kind of questions are clients asking about the French community?
I think mainly about the language, French language. I feel like a lot of new immigrants, they're very interested in learning French. So a lot of the questions that I've seen or we get at the Newcomer Information Center is about the French language and if there's any way they can get involved and learn French. And sometimes some of them have a perception that, you know, learning French might even give them a better chance at, you know, getting employed in more places. It opens new doors for them. Mm-hmm. So yeah, things like that.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Cindy.
Yeah, so at SAS Polytech, the program head for the LINK program. And so we have students coming in that are French speakers, and they often have questions. As they get settled, they look to their teachers for information, and they have information about what's the difference between French school and French immersion and English and where they should put their kids. And I would be really interested in hearing from the Francophone Parent Association, because some of our parents are interested in, you know, in French school and for their children. And I was very interested to hear that students could be in Click and Link, because I know in Link you're only allowed to be in one program. Like you couldn't be in the evening program and also the Saturday at the same time, but to know that they could be in French in Click as well would be really great, because some of our students are very interested, especially when they take advantage of putting their children in French immersion school, which a lot of our parents do because they want their children to have the best advantage. And so it would be also great to hear from the French immersion schools and the Francophone schools as well about how to enroll children, or, you know, where they're located, and how children, you know, families can help their children access those schools. Because I don't, you know, people come and our settlement services tend to just put them in the schools in their neighborhood. So it'd be nice to know how they can access the French immersion and have an understanding. When they first arrive, there's so much information, they miss that. But maybe after, you know, being here 6 months, a year, 2 years, it's something that we should bring up again and help them consider, because French immersion and French language school are great opportunities for our newcomers.
That's excellent feedback. So that being said, oh, yes, Frédéric, what were you going to say?
I'm sorry. No, I just wanted to mention that it's a good idea to have the Francophone Parents Association at the table, but also to have the people from the school board, the French school board, or the immersion school boards. So to give you more information about the access, there's more than 12 schools, French school in the province, everywhere, including in small communities. So there's a lot of opportunity there. So that would be a great idea to be able to talk with the school board. And generally, if there's a local Francophone association in your area, they will have all the information about the French school board. So it's a good way to find the information.
Yeah, and in our LINK program, we bring in the Regina Police Service and the Regina Fire Service to do presentations. And I was thinking it would be so great to be able to bring in, the Francophone community, some of the organizations, to just talk to our students as well, because we do have students, that speak French out of West Africa or the Middle East in countries there, but also other students. We have lots of Asian students that are very interested in, in learning French as well, or having their children learn French. So I think I'm gonna reach out now and invite them to do presentations, just to give the students information about what's available to them, because sometimes, depending on where we're at, our newcomers can just get blinders on because they only get information coming from one stream.
And the SAIF is a Francophone main provincial association. The porte-parole, how do you say porte-parole in English?
Provincial-wide.
Yeah, something like, yeah. So I'm sure they will be very open to the presentation. And I am working with the Health Network, and we'll be very open to come and do presentation in person when it will be possible.
Yeah. Thank you. And for some of you, just so you are aware, my colleague Miriam, she is a Swiss coordinator at SAIF-SK, and she works closely with the school board. So I'll ask my colleague if she has information regarding Francophone schools specifically. I'll also, after tomorrow's meeting, I will do some research to see if I can dig up some more information, and I'll be more than happy to send that to you as well. If you have any other questions about educational programs specifically, just let me know and I will send that your way. Okay. And if, I don't know if I already introduced Frédéric, she's actually with the Réseau Santé, and she's one of our presenters tomorrow. So she'll be able to touch base on some of the health-related questions you have. And she's very knowledgeable regarding the Francophone community. So I'm sure she'll, as you may have noticed, will be able to answer a broad array of questions as well.
I just put the name of the Francophone School Board, Conseil des Écoles fransaskoises. If people want to look at for information, they have a pretty big website. So you have it in the chat.
Perfect. So Conseil des Écoles fransaskoises. So the CEF. Okay. Perfect. And oops. How do I work this thing? Oh, the joys of the...
And tomorrow it will be mostly Céline who will do the presentation about one of our colleagues who will do the presentation for us, but I will be able to answer questions for sure.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Frédéric, and thank you for sending that information. It's definitely useful. So, okay. So, does anyone have any other questions, any comments? We have quite a few people on the table here today, so now is the time. No pressure. Yes, Irina.
Yeah. So yeah, I do have a question. Maybe that's something we will be talking about further on, but I'm kind of interested to hear whether there are any immersion programs for adults, kind of maybe the shorter ones for somebody who is like not able to spend somewhere a year or something. So whether there are any programs like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So La Cité, Collège Mathieu, do you have any programs like that by any chance? Or did they already leave?
We do not have French immersion programs for adults per se, but we have different programs for which adults can improve the language skills in French and offer long term and also at their own pace. And this will be offered through our French language center. Maybe I can provide a link into the chat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Merci.
And if any presenters have additional information, please send it to me, to my email directly, so that I can compile it and forward it to everyone as well.
For Collège Mathieu, as I said, we have an evening class for adult and kids, and also, but we have also a very large resources center in French, which is free. You need any resources, readings, listening in French, you just contact us. We send you the sending, and sending to you is free, and to resend to Collège Mathieu is also free. So what just you need is to ask, and we will send you, and very, very, very large resources there. So that's very helpful to maintain the French and to develop OC capability. So that's available. It's based in Gravelbourg, but the shipping is in both way is free.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you.
I can send the link to Deborah, and Deborah will share that with you.
Mm-hmm. Great, thank you.
Okay. All right, so I think, all right, so I think we'll just leave it at that for today. I just added the link for the French training. So there you go. So if you look in the chat room, I shared that link, and there's a button that says English on the top right-hand corner, so please don't get scared when you open it. It is available in English as well if you want to review that. And then there's the SAIF website that Charles had just shared as well. So if you want to review that website, you can click on that link below as well. And again, I'll also be forwarding this, not today, but tomorrow, so that once everyone has the opportunity to discuss the services they may offer, I'll have everything in one compiled form. Okay, well, thank you again for our guest speakers for your time. We really appreciate you coming in today and talking about the services and programs you offer. And thank you again for you, the community, the organizations, to come and learn and what we are all about. We are here and we want to be heard. I do want to mention, and I sincerely apologize, I forgot, and I take ownership on that, I failed to acknowledge the Treaty 2, Treaty 4, Treaty 5, and Treaty 6 territory in the traditional gathering land of 31 Indigenous peoples in the homeland of the Métis. and we reaffirm our relationship with the Indigenous people of the territory, and this is an important part of our history and an important part of our future. So usually it's very important that we acknowledge that, and I apologize, I completely forgot to mention that in the beginning of this video. So now I just wanted the opportunity to mention that as well. And now I'm just talking. I feel like everybody's ready to go grab their cup of coffee. I know I am. So thank you so much. And so our meeting tomorrow starts at 9. If you have any challenges going into Zoom or anything, like this is my personal phone number, but I don't, honestly, it doesn't bother me. Just text me, call me if you need anything, just at 8:30, maybe not 1 minute before everything starts. But if you need help with anything, just call or text me tomorrow if there's any challenges with technical issues. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.